Your character is fat because he has indigestion. Your character was bullied because he was fat all throughout his early school years. And this made him a recluse. This made him hateful. This made him reserved. He never loved not because he was fat and had indigestion, but because he was hateful. And because people were ugly to him, he became ugly on the inside and internalized all these things. Your character has a pet mouse named Scrungifulus. And Scrungifulus is his only friend. He has white hair and he's fluffy with a little pink nose and he's adorable. Your character uses kitchen utensils as weapons. Your character is easily scared of insects, spiders in particular. Your character's mother's name is Rosalind. Your character's father's name is Georges. Your sister was beautiful, and she got lots of attention, and this made you resent her and angry. Why couldn't you just be happy for your sister? You compulsively steal because you feel like this gold is indebted to you. You feel like it's owed to you, so you take it. And you spend it all on gambling in the local tavern because you have a gambling addiction. And this gambling addiction is crippling. It's a never-ending cycle of stealing, gambling, losing. Or even worse, stealing, gambling, winning, getting drunk, and doing hallucinogenic mushrooms. And then stealing again because you're broke. It's a never-ending, terrible cycle. When your character is sad and lonely, they use the enlarge, reduce spell to enlarge their pet rat to cuddle with them because they are lonely. And they need something to hold on to in the middle of the night that's warm and fluffy. Your character speaks with this kind of accent, like a Discord moderator. Discord kitten. They enjoy the smell of burnt potions of healing. They simply dream of being loved. But in their pursuit of it, they push love far, far, far away from them. They lie awake some nights, dreaming of who they might be if they had eaten less and gotten bullied less. They like when it rains out and when it's cloudy and gray because it makes them feel like it's okay to feel the way they feel inside. When it's sunny and warm and beautiful, it grosses them out because they feel like they should be having much more fun and being outside and playing in the local beach. But alas, your character has incurred gambling debts because of things we've already spoken about. There are people after them, unsavory people after them. But your character can't stop. It's a compulsion, it's a sickness. And last but not least, after a bout of severe indigestion, your character's expulsions of wind smell like a bag of a goblin's wart collection, severed wart collection that's been festering for a long time. Now I want you to take everything I've just told you and remember it deeply. And now I want you to role play your character. Here we go. You see, when I tell you to do that, and I tell you all these things, it is nearly impossible to keep that in your mind and role play truthfully in the moment. So in this episode of Dungeon Dramatics, we are talking about how to be in the moment and act as truthfully as you can for your character. considering the background you've made for them and the character work you've done, but completely forgetting about it. That's the trick right there. You do the character work beforehand, and then when it comes time to sit down at the table, boom, head empty, you've forgotten about it. Because you know what? I trust you, and you trust you, and I'm an actor. It's my profession, so you can trust me. When you do the character work and you do it right, when it comes time to sit down at the table and act and be in the moment, all you need to do is listen, and it will come out the way it's meant to come out. Now, this is harder at session 1 because you have less lived experience as this character, right? But as the sessions go on, you will have actually lived through and be able to remember how you felt in the past moments of the campaign, so you'll be able to recall those things much easier. Now, this is harder to do at the beginning of the campaign because you haven't lived through this character's shoes yet, right? But as it goes on and you spend time in sessions and hours going through this character's perspective, it's easier to recall past things they've been through. And then just jumping in their shoes and behaving as if they would becomes easier because you actually remember those things as if they were memories that you experienced. And what makes a really big difference between just an okay role player and an expert role player, borderline actor, is someone who can truthfully be in the present moment and listening to the things around them and responding when they feel they have to, not because they want to or they just want to speak or they want to be seen and heard, they want some spotlight. No, you feel as your character that you have to express the way you're feeling. And opening up yourself to listening is the best thing you can do for your roleplay and will truly take you up a couple notches on the roleplay spectrum here. So in my humble opinion, the best thing you could do is do your character work, do it all, do it lovingly, do it in depth, and then completely forget about it. And come to the table fresh and ready to roleplay. Now, this was just a quick video I actually thought about just before I went to go film another Dungeon Dramatics video, but I really wanted to get this one out because it was super exciting and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a quick one, but it's very easily implementable. And if this makes a difference in your game, I'd love to hear about it down below. And if it doesn't, I'd also love to hear about it down below. Please remember to subscribe and like because it means a lot here at Wither and Bloom/Dungeon Dramatics. It means a lot to us. Thank you so much for tuning in. And please make sure to check out our Rising campaign every first and third Tuesdays of the month at 6:30 p.m. Check us out live, hang out, and affect the game. Also, please make sure to check out our Dungeon Master Todd, who is starting a new series where he picks one specific monster and talks about the history and lore behind them and how that can help you run them as a Dungeon Master. So that's super helpful for any Dungeon Master out there. So we have a lot here to offer you at Wither and Bloom/Dungeon Dramatics, and we appreciate you. Keep role playing.